Hi all, welcome back. In this session, in this video we will see different flavor of restoring back the files. So currently, I'll clear out this area and then I'll run git status. So currently, few files are there in the um, staging area, and a few existing files were modified, and there is one new file that is in untracked status. And in the left hand side you can see few files and folders that were are in the ignored section. So this is the current state of the repository. I'll add a modified file into the staging area. I'll add file 5. Okay, now if we run git status, we have 3 new files in the staging area and one modified file, and one modified file that is not yet staged, and one new untracked files, right? So this is the contents we have, and we will try to stash this. We will try to stash all the files, okay? And then we know how stash here works, and I am just asking the stash to return back to the or revert the changes by running git stash pop. Okay, so now if you run git status, you can see the difference here. So when before stashing, we saw the file 5 that is in the modified state is in the staging area, right? And after we popped, the file 5 moved to the non-staged area, right? So this is the difference we see currently. So this is the way it works. So if you have any existing file that got modified, even though it is in the staging area, when we do a pop, it will be moved back to non-staging area. Okay, so this is one thing like we need to note. And we also want to know, I have moved these files into the staging area and I want to keep that state as is when we do a pop or apply. How to do that? First we will make the change to add this file 5 to the staging area, and then we will run git status. So this is the state that we currently have, and we do a stash, and when we do a pop, the same state should remain. Okay, so for that, what we have to do is we have to add some flag in the pop or apply command. First we will do a stash here, -a. I'm going to stash everything got moved. If you run git status, the working tree is clean. Okay, and then what command we used to bring back the files? Git stash pop, right? And we know when we run this command, the modified file that is in staging area will be moved back to the non-staged area. But our expectation is to keep the file 5 in the staging area itself. So for that, we need to add a flag index. If we do that, then modified files that were in the staging area will be there in the staging area when it stash restores back by using the pop command. So we'll run and see. So now I'll run git status. Now you can see the file 5 in the staged area itself. So previously when we run without -index flag during the pop command execution, the modified file that got moved to non-staged area. So now when we use the -index flag, then whatever the state that we had before the stash, it remains as is. So if you want to have this, then we can use this flag. So this flag, we can also use it with apply. We will run that also for a demo. I'll use stash a, and then I'll use only apply just to show so you can see the file got moved to the non-staging area because we didn't include -index flag. Now I'll add the file 5 again to the staging area. Okay, now we will do git stash of the files, git status, files got stashed. Now we will bring back with the apply command. Okay, apply, and then we will use the index. And if you run git status, whatever the state we previously had, the same state you can see. So if you want to have the same staged file contents as is, then you have to use this particular index flag. Yeah, this index flag. That's all with the high level intro of git stash and then pop and apply commands. We also saw this how to see the stashed list, and then how to view the contents of the stash, and how to delete content from the stash, and the difference between pop and apply. So when you have some kind of work that you are doing in the middle, and then if you want to do some changes on top of the previous commit, then you can do a stash, and then you can work, and then you can push the commit, and then you can bring back the changes to your working area and staging directory. Thanks for watching.